Hello and welcome, children. Now we are at the concluding part of the story, The Little Girl. That is the last two paragraphs, which are very important because here we will find the change in attitude of the child. How this attitude changes, that is very important. And what is the conclusion of the child? Let's check. So we'll start from the second last paragraph, that is paragraph number 10. What she found, she is alone, as I told you, with the father. Okay. The cook has gone home. And she is sleeping, and she is scared that maybe she can get some nightmare. So who will be there to console her? Because usually the grandmother is there, but tonight, due to her mother's illness, grandmother is not at home. She is with her mother. She is in the hospital. So let's check that what happens. What I'll do if I have a nightmare? She asked. I often have nightmare, and then Granny takes me into her bed. I can't stay in the dark. It all gets whispery. So she is saying that I can't. She is talking to the cook, to Alice. She is saying that how can I stay here alone? If I get nightmare, then who will be there to console me? You just go to sleep, child, said Alice, pulling her off her socks, and don't you scream and wake your pa. Poor pa. So the cook is saying that you don't think that much about that. You go to sleep, and please don't scream at night and don't disturb your father. But the same, what happened after that? But the same old nightmare came again. Okay. And the butcher with a knife and a rope, who came nearer and nearer, smiling that dreadful smile, while she could not move, could only stand still, crying out, Grandma, Grandma. She woke shivering to see father beside her bed, a candle in his hand. What's the matter? The father is saying. So this is the nightmare which she often gets, that a butcher is there, it is coming. The butcher is coming and he is trying to kill her. So that's the same nightmare again she saw, and she started shouting. So the screaming, and father has come. So now maybe she is more scared, because father is a figure with whom she is frightened a lot. So the word meanings which are there is butcher. We must know the meaning of butcher. Butcher is a person who cuts and sells meat, and nightmare is a terrible dream. Okay. Dreams which scare us are called nightmares, and scream means crying. To cry in fear is called scream. Now we are at the summary. So what is the summary? That her servant has convinced her to sleep, and when she slept, she had in the midnight, again she got the nightmare, and she cried bitterly, and the father rushed in the room, and the father is trying to console her. So let's see that how the father is consoling, and whether she is consoled or she gets more scared due to the presence of father. So this is the last paragraph, children. Here we find, oh, a butcher, a knife. I want Granny. She is saying that, oh, no, I don't want you. I want Granny to be here. He blew out the candle, bent down and caught up the child in the arms, carrying her along the passage, the big bedroom. A newspaper was on the bed. So the father is taking her to his bedroom, and she is half asleep, still with the butcher's smile all about her. It seemed she crept close to him, snugged her head under his arms, held tightly to his shirt. So the child is just once again that nightmare is coming, and she is holding the father very tight. Then the dark did not matter. She lay still. Her here, rub your feet against my leg and get them warm, said the father. So that is the father is saying, and then the child finds that the father is not that much scary. Okay. So the word meanings are snuggled. Snuggle means to settle or move into a warm, comfortable place. Blew out means to put out or to extinguish something. And passage is a corridor. So the summary goes like this, that it is the nightmare which has again made the child to scream and to get up, and the father is there, and the father is trying to console her. So this is the story all about. that the mother is ill, and because of that Kezia is alone with her father, and she is getting the nightmare of the butcher with a knife who is coming to kill her, and the father is there to console her. So how he consoles, that's important. So we are at the concluding paragraph. She tried out, he slept. Before the little girl, a funny feeling came over her poor father, not so big after all, and with no one to look after him, he was harder than grandmother, but it was a nice hardness, and every day he had to work, was too tired to be Mr. McDonald. So, this is the feeling, the positive attitude which is coming in the child. She is saying, this is very important, that what she says, that every day my father has to work hard and he is too tired to be Mr. McDonald. What we have seen, that Mr. McDonald was playing with the children. Mr. McDonald is very friendly. So what she understands, that my father is not like Mr. McDonald. Why? Because my father is very busy person, and whole day working in the office he becomes tired, so that's why he is not that friendly like Mr. McDonald. So some positive thinking is coming for the father. She had torn up all his beautiful writing. She stirred suddenly and sighed. What's the matter? Asked the father. So once again she is thinking about that speech which the father has prepared and she has torn. So she finds that it's not his father's fault, but it is her fault that she has all the hard work which the father has done in writing the speech, she has just torn it. Okay, so all the hard work which the father has done, it has all gone in vain. So that's why the father was angry. So now she finds that father was angry and it was having a reason. The father was having some reason to be angry, that she understands. And then she says that, oh, said the little child, my head's on your heart. I can hear it going. What a big heart you have. You have got, father dear. So here we can understand that important word is, children, this is that big heart. Okay, here big heart means that she understands that the father is very, very kind. Okay, father is kind, that she has understood, and father is not at all cruel, that the child has understood. From this we can say that he is not cruel, he is not cruel, he is kind. This the child has understood very well, and she has understood that her father is different from Mr. McDonald. So here we see that how the gap between the father and the child is it has been filled up due to the absence of the ladies in the house. She is with the father and she has understood the what is the prospects of her father, she has understood, and now she is even happy with this strict father. So the word meanings are stirred. Stirred means shaken with some sudden idea. Turn up means to reach. So this is the summary which we have to understand, that finally she told how big hearted her father being, means how kind the father is, that she has understood very well. So what is the important things which we should know, children? That why he was very strict? Because all the time he worked very hard in the office, so that's why he couldn't spend time with the child. So that was the only problem which she has understood, and she realized that her father is not at all a bad father. He had a big and loving heart, that the child has understood. So from this lesson, what do we understand? That is very important, that we understand this lesson conveys a message that the minute psychological facts about dealing with our children, that how should the parents deal with children, that is also important. Means we should also learn that how should we should behave with you. Okay, several events around us guide us to assess each other to strengthen interpersonal relations. So how the relationships will be strengthening? If we have things similar, if we are together, then only we can understand. So if your father and mother, they are according to your expectations, they are not behaving, or if you find that your parents are very strict with you, so you should also try to understand that what is the motto behind their strictness, why they are strict with you. That you have to understand, my dear children. It's not that only parents have to understand, but children have to also understand that the parents also are having some expectations with you. So try to uh, achieve the things which your parents want. Try to uh, the expectations which they are having, you should try to fill, you have to fulfill that. Only that will make this, what we say in other words, we can say the generation gap. Okay, there is a generation gap. So how this generation gap to be dealt with, that is that you should know that what are the expectations of your parents, and accordingly you should work. So I hope that the topic is clear to you. So thank you, children.